believe me, when I first started this in '77, I never thought I'd be coaching girls basketball for 39 years.
And you've had your successes here with the South Jersey titles and the state titles, but I know that you seem to enjoy every group in a different way, and I know you especially love groups like the one you have now that's probably overachieved a little bit to be 18-3.
Probably, but the best thing about this club is everybody knows their role. There's no jealousy on this club, and each kid knows what they have to do, and it's been a very, very enjoyable year.
Coach, talk a little bit about, obviously 1977 is when you started, and like Brian said, every group's a little bit special. But who in particular, what girl that has turned out to be an incredible young woman? I know most of the ones you've touched or guided, but who sticks out, or what team would stick out in particular? And doesn't necessarily have to be about a state championship either.
Well, that's a toughie, buddy. You hate to single anybody out. As far as people that have gone on to be very successful, what I like about a lot of the girls that I've coached, and I'm not going to mention any one particular name, but I counted that I had 11 girls coaching, and all the complaining they used to do when they were playing for me, obviously it wasn't that bad, because to go on and coach and try to instill in people good citizenship and so on, that to me is the most important thing. And having 11 girls coaching, I'm really happy about that.
All right, well, Wildwood coach, go ahead, bud, we got to make it quick. Go ahead.
And tonight, obviously, as Brian said, and a great crowd, your 1,000th career game. And talk about some of the nuances, and you just go over how coincidental was it to have Michael Gaines out there as one of the officials, one of the all-time great boys basketball players in this school, and somebody that you had a lot of contact with.
That's correct, and I hope you noticed that I didn't say one word to either one of those guys. They did a great job. They always do.
All right, well, Dave, congratulations, and 1,000 games. Thanks for coming over and joining us. And Dave Troiano coached his 1,000th career game here at Wildwood High School, one of only 4 girls basketball coaches in the state of New Jersey in its history to coach girls basketball for 1,000 games. And ironically, all 4 of them are still active. And Jeff Jasper at Pascack Valley is he's 20 wins away from 1,000 wins, which is amazing. All right, so the Wildwood girls did lose that game to Ocean City 50-33. Grace Sacco and Wildwood Crest resident Rosalia Daddy, who is an Ocean City student on Choice School, both had 12 points for Ocean City, and Mackenzie McCracken had 20 of Wildwood's 33 in the loss. All right, so the boys game up next. We'll have that for you shortly. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back right after this on 98.7 The Coast.
Wilhelm is only 2 officials.
Wildwood never has 3. Back at Wildwood High School, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, and Ocean City and Wildwood coming up momentarily here. Both of these teams having an excellent season. Wildwood at 15-5. Ocean City at 14-6. Ocean City coached by John Bruno in his 28th season. And in the starting lineup for the Ocean City Raiders, it'll be Luke Varallo, a sophomore point guard. Jake McQuarrie will also be in the backcourt. He's a junior. Luke Keys, a senior, will play a swing position. And then Luciano Lebrano, the Raiders' leading scorer, at 20.9 points per game, will start at the forward position along with Andrew Donahue, a senior who averages just over 10 points a game. Ocean City wearing the away reds trimmed in white and black. Wildwood, coached by Scott McCracken. They are still missing sophomore point guard Tyler Tomlin, who's been out. This will be his 4th straight game that he will have missed due to a hip injury. And for the Warriors, it is Nick Sotnick and Will Helm, 2 seniors playing at the forward positions. Pair of seniors in the backcourt, Trayvon Young and Justin Soto, along with junior Kion Flanders, one of the most prolific scorers in South Jersey, at 27.9 points per, or 27.6 points per game. And he's really been on fire over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And Wildwood wearing the home whites, trimmed in black and maroon. 2-man officiating crew for tonight's game, Mike Murray, and of course, since the game's on 98.7 The Coast and it's a big game in Cape May County, Ed Big Game Gorski is the lead official for this basketball game.
And Brian, as you said, both of these teams are really hitting their stride at the right time. Ocean City has had some very tough losses in the last week, but as a coach, they lost 2 overtime games. One was to Lower Cape May Regional at home, and the second one was also a overtime home loss. That one was to Holy Spirit High School. So you know that the bottom line is they've been in some great games. They just have not been able to finish them on the win side. So it is going to be a very interesting game here tonight. And as we have talked about, we've had a lot of very, very close games.
Nick Sotnick for Wildwood, Andrew Donahue for Ocean City. The tap is won by Wildwood. Trayvon Young comes down with it. Ocean City starts in zone. Justin Soto for 3, bang! I don't know if you can play Wildwood a lot of zone, but we'll see what happens here. Wildwood showing some pressure. Here's Lebrano on the left wing. Lebrano passes down low. McQuarrie goes right back to Luke Keys, and his layup is good. Wildwood pushing. Here's Flanders on the wing. Oh, lost the dribble and then threw a wild pass. Going to the basket and getting fouled is Jake McQuarrie. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And they're going to get that foul, number 20, Trayvon Young. Young's going to pick up his first team foul. 7:27 to go here in the opening quarter. Wildwood is up 3-2 off of that Justin Soto 3 ball. And at the line right now is Jake McQuarrie. He knocks down the first free throw. And now he is getting ready to shoot his second. He tied it at 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net twice for McQuarrie. And the Red Raiders go up 4-3.
Flanders for Wildwood across the division line. Left side to Soto. Soto picked up by Keys. Soto goes over to Young. Ball slips through his fingers, but he's able to track it down right inside half court. Here's Soto again on the left side. You look at a game like this, buddy. Andrew Donahue for Ocean City and Trayvon Young for Wildwood. You want to talk about 2 tremendously athletic players in this game. Will Helm with it on the left side. Brings it back out, goes to Flanders. Fakes a deep three, steps in, 17-footer, got it. Boy, you know, and that's a play that Kion Flanders probably didn't make last year. Now Ocean City just violated on the inbound. Now, Flanders may have forced that 22-foot three last year, buddy, and this time he ball fakes, the defender flies by, and he steps in.
And Brian, in the first 5-6 games of the season, he might have taken that three shot. That shows you the growth of Kion Flanders. The junior has really put together a nice floor game.
Young to the basket, no good. Sotnick keeps the rebound alive. Oh, Young took it right out of the hands of Lebrano, and he is fouled. Sotnick saved it in bounds. It looked like Lebrano had a beat on it, but the one thing that Scott McCracken has always said about Trayvon Young, if there's a loose ball in his area, he's pretty confident he's going to get it. I mean, you want to talk about quick hands. And for an 18-year-old kid, buddy, I don't know if anybody could have a more chiseled body than this 5'10" guard. And all you really need to know about him is that he leads Wildwood in rebounding at over 7 a game at 5'10". He makes the first free throw. We'll get another. Wildwood ahead 6-4, 6:33 to go first quarter.
Well, his strength, his upper body strength, and he's just able to truly out-muscle other high school basketball players because of that build.
Young makes both free throws. Here's McQuarrie, and we'll hand off to Lebrano. Lebrano, good look down low. Donahue was wide open, and he laid it up and in. And now we're going to have a delay of game warning called against Ocean City. One of the Ocean City players batted the ball away after the made basket. And that's kind of inconsequential here. But if it happens again, it's a technical foul. So that warning goes on the record.
And that was a great look, as you said, from Lebrano up top, down low to Donahue. And Wildwood's got to tighten that up, the back of that zone, Brian.
Helm with it, left side, goes to Flanders. Flanders open for three. Off the front rim, no good. Donahue skies for the rebound and kicks it out to Lebrano. 7-6 Wildwood, inside 6 minutes to go first quarter. Keys on the wing. Fakes, drives, good defense by Helm.
That's a tough call.
That's a real tough call. I don't know if Will Helm could have defended that any better, but they call a blocking foul on him. And Keys will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Luciano Keys, a good dribble penetration, but he should have pulled up a little bit, a step sooner. He continued. His momentum took him into Will Helm, who had position, and Helm drew the contact. To me, Brian, that's one of those no calls. You know, that's not a foul either way, let alone a foul on the defender.
Oh, he missed both free throws. Or no, excuse me, missed the second free throw, made the first. Donahue nearly stole the rebound away from Sotnick, but the ball dribbled off his arms and out of bounds. So Wildwood has it. Tie game at 7, 5:40 to go first quarter. Trayvon Young for Wildwood goes in the corner to Justin Soto. Soto was really a spark off the bench for the Warriors until Tyler Tomlin got hurt. Reverse layup, no good by Young. But Sotnick, the offensive rebound, gives Wildwood another possession. Will Helm is fouled.
And that's
trying to split a double team.
That's going to be a big personal foul against Ocean City, Brian, because that's going to be called on Luciano Lebrano, and that's going to be his second. With 5:15 to play in the first quarter, the Red Raiders cannot afford Lebrano to get in foul trouble.
Flanders top of the key, steps back, fires a three, got it, nothing but the bottom of the net. And Wildwood retakes the lead at 10-7. That was a deep three.
A very deep
Here's
three.
Lebrano running, got it to Keys. Keys kicks across to Donahue. Donahue to the basket, wild scoop shot, goes in and out. Sotnick the rebound, got it to Flanders. Wildwood wants to run. Flanders stops, 17-footer, in and out. Got his own rebound in traffic and is fouled. I don't know, they call Flanders for a travel there. That's kind of impossible. He got the rebound and went right back up. But nonetheless, there's the call, and Ocean City will have possession.
That's going to be the second turnover against Wildwood High here in this first quarter.
Here's Farallo, good pass across. Shots rejected. But then put right back up in by Andrew Donahue. Flanders running. That's not a good shot. Donahue the rebound. And Ocean City has possession. Tom Jamison's into the game for the Raiders. Farallo steps in. 12-footer, got it. Young pushing. Stops right down the lane, takes a bump and is fouled by McQuarrie.
And Jake McQuarrie is going to pick up his first. It's going to be the third team foul against Ocean City. 3:58 to play here in the first quarter. It's the Red Raiders 11, the Warriors 10.
Sotnick in the corner, goes out to Helm. Helm to Flanders, left side. Flanders holding against Keys. Ocean City now is in man-to-man defense. Kion Flanders waiting for a call from the bench on a play. Now he's going to drive himself, gets into the top of the lane. Floater is in and out. Rebound battle for is going to go off of Wildwood and out of bounds.
Right now, Ocean City on a 4-0 run, and with the ball. Wow, that was...
Farallo trapped, did a nice job of reversing it to Jamison. Jamison gets it up to McQuarrie. McQuarrie around the double team, gets in front of the Warrior bench, drives, kicks. Farallo for three, that's short. Rebound Sotnick. Sotnick outlets to Helm, and now it's Flanders. Flanders, cross-court look to Soto. Soto back to Flanders. Flanders fakes down the lane, finger roll, no good. And the rebound brought down by Ocean City. Here's Farallo. Farallo is fouled, and an intentional foul is called against Trayvon Young. That's a good call by the official there.
And Trayvon Young is kind of looking at the official in disbelief.
Well, I think
he grabbed onto the back.
Trayvon Young lost his balance and grabbed onto the back of Farallo's shirt. And that's an easy intentional foul call. And, we say this all the time, buddy, when you see coaches and coaching staffs complain about calls. Like, if you're the Wildwood coaching staff right here, save it for later. That's an obvious intentional foul, and you can't be up in the official's face about that.
No.
Farallo makes both free throws.
You're absolutely correct. I mean, that was right in front of us, which across from us is right in front of the Warrior bench. That was a very, very easy call.
Here's Farallo as Ocean City gets possession after Farallo makes both free throws. Stolen away by Helm. Helm for Wildwood. Will Long into the game for the Warriors. He has the basketball on the right wing. Goes back to Flanders now in between the circles. Flanders goes left side to Soto. Soto to Helm. Helm to Flanders again. Now it's Long in the corner to Helm. Back out to Sotnick. Swung over to Long. Long goes to Soto. Wildwood playing catch with it around the perimeter. Bad pass by Soto, a lazy one. Keys stole it, goes in. Oh, he missed the layup. He wanted contact, didn't get it. Here's Flanders now for three. No good on an air ball. And I think Flanders wanted contact on his jumper at the top of the key.
And that might have been a no call against Flanders because of the no call down the other end.
Here's Farallo. Goes to Jamison. Jamison to Keys. 13-10. Ocean City on top. 2 minutes to go first quarter. Here's McQuarrie. McQuarrie into the lane. Kicks out. Farallo a deep two. And didn't get the friendly roll. Kion Flanders the rebound for Wildwood. And he is fouled by McQuarrie.
And Jake McQuarrie is going to pick up his second personal foul. It's going to be the fourth team foul. And Brian, that last Warrior personal foul against Trayvon Young, that was his second. And he has since been subbed out. Coach Scott McCracken wants to be very careful.
Flanders to the basket, and he is fouled. He got right down the lane, and he'll go to the line for two shots.
The
And
Warriors.
you have two of the top players in this game. Trayvon Young for Wildwood, Luciano Lebrano for Ocean City, both with 2 fouls sitting on the bench, and most likely will do so for the remainder of the quarter.
And Wildwood already with Tyler Tomlin out, as you said in the beginning of the game. So the Warriors aren't as deep as they normally would be, as Soto is forced into that starting role. So that's more impactful for Wildwood High right now.
Flanders made both free throws. He has 7 points. It's 13-12, Ocean City on top. 1.5 to go first quarter. Passing the post to Keys. He had his back to the basket and a lot of defense behind him. Had to take it to the baseline, then turns around and knocks down a 15-foot jumper.
And a good decision that time by Luciano Keys.
Here's Flanders for 3. That's short. Jamison the rebound. Got it to Varallo. 1:10 to go. Varallo down the lane. Pass tipped. Stolen away by Helm, and Helm is fouled.
And that foul is going to be on Christian Pates. Pates comes into the game, picks up 2 quick personal fouls. It's the 6th team foul, Brian.
LaShawn Crawford comes into the game for Ocean City, and Keniel Rivera, who gave Wildwood a huge boost with 13 points in that double overtime win over Pittman.
Yeah, how about the game he had?
Left side Soto fakes a 3, now steps down for a long 2. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Donahue, and he hands off to Varallo. Varallo over to Keys, across the division line for Ocean City. They lead by 3. Corner 3 for Jamison is good. I checked that. Yes, that was Jamison for 3. And Ocean City now has a 6-point lead. And Will Long travels with it in the corner.
And Brian, that was the first 3-point attempt by Ocean City in this game tonight. And they make it count.
Here's Donahue. Donahue spinning. Got it back to Key. That's a double dribble. Good call by the official. Keys dribbled the ball as he collected it, then picked it up, and then re-dribbled. 17 seconds to go in the period. Ocean City up 18-12. Here's Flanders with it. With Varallo guarding him. Goes to Soto in the corner to Rivera. Now it's Soto for 3. Got it. Justin Soto beats the first quarter buzzer. And it's now 18-15 Ocean City at the close of 1. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. All right, back at Wildwood, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, and 18-15, Ocean City on top of Wildwood. Justin Soto hits that 3 at the first quarter buzzer to give Wildwood a little boost at the end of the quarter.
Well, Brian, that was a very big basket. It was a very big basket for the Warriors because Ocean City was on an 11-2 run. The Red Raiders had trailed 10-7, and they had built their lead to 18-12. So that three-pointer to bring it to within 18-15 was huge for Wildwood High.
Lebrano for Ocean City, Young for Wildwood start on the bench. They both have 2 fouls. Air ball by Crawford of Ocean City. Flanders' pass is stolen by Donahue. Got it to Jamison, he goes to the basket and lays it in. And now Wildwood just violated on the inbound. Ocean City did it earlier, and now Wildwood does it. And they turn it over. And you know, Buddy, you know, we've seen this with Wildwood. They like to play this up and down style. where they come out and pressure people, but at times it can give up easy baskets. Here's a steal by Flanders. We'll get to the point in a moment. As Flanders pushes, goes in the corner to Soto, back to Flanders. Flanders into the lane.
Nice
Great
long
pass to Will Long. His layup is good. But, you know, sometimes, especially with Lebrano on the bench, buddy, if I were Wildwood, I would just stay back and close the floor and try to make Ocean City beat me in the half court. Like right here, they're out pressuring the ball, and Andrew Donahue is able to get right down the lane and get fouled.
Well, that's one of the things that Ocean City had collectively. They have a lot of slashers on this team. They're very athletic. They got a lot of guys that can put the ball on the floor 1-2 times and get to the rim. So you bring up a good point. Close those lanes down. Take away that dribble penetration.
Yeah, I mean, right now, you know, I mean, this is a limited Ocean City team if you make them play in the half court without Lebrano on the floor. And that's why I think, you know, Ocean City certainly has guards that can handle the ball. You're out trying to pressure those guards, and it's leading to some 3-on-2 situations, and Ocean City's getting some easy looks at the basket. Donahue makes one of two. It's 21-17, Ocean City on top. Flanders in front of the Ocean City bench goes to Soto. Back to Flanders. He holds against Varallo. Still holding. Backs it away now. Out toward the division line. Gets a ball screen from Wilhelm. Takes it to the right side. Drives. Gets to the basket. Tough scoop shot. No good. Rebound to Crawford. And Ocean City has it. Here's Donahue on the wing. Donahue crosses over, 18 for long, making a three-point shot is no good. Rebound to Flanders. Flanders doubled, dribbles around it, comes up the left wing. Flanders stops, bounces in the corner. Soto couldn't pull the trigger on the three as it looked like he fumbled it as he caught it. Flanders kicks out now to Helm. Helm down the lane, that's a tough shot for him, no good. Rebound kept in by Sotnick nicely. Here's Will Long for three, that's short. Rebound to Crawford. Crawford's outlet pass stolen by Flanders. Layup is no good, but a foul. Oh, and Flanders just got injured there, buddy. It looks like he may have injured his shoulder a little bit, but now he's popping up, and he'll walk to the line for 2 shots here.
Yeah, that was a hard foul as Flanders went to the basket. He got hit pretty good on that right shoulder. That foul is on LaShawn Crawford, his first, team's 7th.
Flanders makes the first. He has 8 points in the game. And now we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor, 21-18, Ocean City on top, 5:56 to go, second quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Cotton, 5:56 to go, second quarter. Ocean City leads Wildwood 21-18. And coming out of this timeout, Kion Flanders will go to the line for the second of 2 free throws.
And again, Brian, in that first quarter, Ocean City went on that 11-2 run. That three-pointer at the buzzer by Soto was huge, just to stay down.
Oh, here's
that
a steal
momentum
by Wildwood. Will Long tracking back, stepped into the passing lane. Helm goes over to Soto. Soto back to Flanders. 21-19. Ocean City on top, 5:40 to go, second quarter. Soto left side. Soto bounces high post to Long. Long drives, takes on Donahue, and had the shot blocked, and it goes out of bounds.
5:29 to play in the first half. 21-19, Ocean City on top.
Wildwood with the basketball. Here's Flanders in front of the Ocean City bench, guarded by Crawford. Flanders still holding the dribble. Now Donahue picks him up. Flanders takes it right side, stops, backs up, leans in, tried to draw a foul. Donahue did a good job to stay off him. And the rebound goes to Ocean City. The outlet pass by Crawford knocked out of bounds by Wildwood.
And that time, as you said, a pump fake. Not a very good shot that time by Kion Flanders. He didn't get the call and was not able to get any elevation on his shot.
Right side Keys, fakes, drives, lost it, out of bounds.
And that's going to be the 8th turnover.
I think Flanders flicked that from behind, and then it went back off of Keys and out of bounds.
And right now, both coaches, John Bruno from Ocean City, Scott McCracken from Wildwood, are playing a bit of a chess match, Brian. Lebrano still on the bench for the Red Raiders with those 2 fouls, as is Trayvon Young still on the bench for the Warriors with his 2 fouls.
I think both coaches feel as long as the game stays close, we can afford to keep them out. Here's Helm for 3. That's way short. And the thing is, Wildwood is really limited offensively with Young on the floor, even as good as Flanders is. Here's a pass down low to Crawford. Crawford is fouled in the paint. I think this is going to be a non-shooting foul, and Ocean City will inbound. Here comes Luke Dice into the game for Ocean City. So Luke Dice, LaShawn Crawford, a couple of kids that normally don't get a ton of varsity playing time, both seeing action in this first half. Here's Jamison off the glass, no good. Rebound Keys, and he lays it up and in. Ocean City by 4. Here's Long, flips it over to Flanders. Flanders fakes a 3, now backs away. Flanders pounds the left-handed dribble, goes in the corner to Soto. Soto dribbles right, goes to Long. Long in the corner to Helm. Helm comes back out to Flanders. Flanders again on the left side. Flanders, hesitation dribble, steps back, 18-footer short, rebound to Donahue. Got it to Varallo. Varallo up the Keys, Ocean City with possession leading by 4. Flanders nearly stole that pass. And now it's Jamison around the foul line area. Got it to Donahue. Donahue hands off to Varallo, picked up by Soto. Varallo takes it down the lane. Soto fouls him at the left elbow.
And Brian, down on the other end, I was about to say how Wildwood was being patient offensively. And they were moving the ball around the perimeter. Then Kion Flanders takes that jump shot off the dribble. Was not really a good shot. It doesn't go down. Then Ocean City comes back.
Donahue, a foul line jumper off the inbound, and that's good. 25-19, the Raiders on top. Here's Soto left side in the corner to Rivera. Rivera for 3. Boy, there's bad shots, and then there's really bad shots. That's the latter. Joey Sacco to the basket, no good. As he checked in on the last substitution pattern there, and he got fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And again, as you said, Wildwood takes an ill-advised shot. The result, a long rebound, because it was a 3-pointer, a long rebound to the Red Raiders, and the Red Raiders then fly down the floor.
Sacco makes the first.
Get the ball ahead to the sophomore, Joey Sacco, the quick little guard. He draws contact from Will Long and gets to the line.
Both free throws are good. Here's Flanders on the left side. Flanders guarded by Sacco. And you can see what John Bruno's doing here, buddy. He's running all kinds of different defenders at Flanders. And Flanders draws a foul there on Luke Dice. That's going to send Flanders to the line for a 1-and-1.
Luke Dice picks up his
free
first.
throw's no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of Wildwood.
Kion was 4 of 4 from the line until that miss. He's really struggling shooting the ball tonight from the floor. He is 2 for 12.
Keys with it against Long. Hands off to Sacco. Sacco goes to Varallo. Varallo down the lane against Soto. Lost it. Outlet pass to Flanders. Flanders splits the defense. Oh, and he missed the dunk. Tried to dunk it and missed. Here's Keys running the other way. Ball's flicked out of his hands from behind and out of bounds. And, you know, if you're Wildwood down 8, that's got to be a finger roll and not a dunk attempt.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you're very, very sure, caught myself there, that you're going to flush the dunk.
Varallo down the lane, he's fouled. And Varallo will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
They're going to whistle Nick Long, the junior. He picks up his second. And as Brian said, Luke Varallo, the sophomore, will go to the line for the Red Raiders. Ocean City up 27-19.
Varallo in and out on the free throw. Rivera to rebound for Wildwood. Flanders kicks to Rivera. Rivera is fouled, catching the pass, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1.
They're going to call that foul on the sophomore, Luke Varallo. That's going to be his first. The 9th team foul against the Red Raiders. 1:46 to play here in the first half.
Ooh, no good on the free throw. Keys the rebound. Gets it to Sacco. Sacco across the timeline. Pass stolen away. Nice steal by Sotnick. Flanders running, skies, and lays it in. Keys gets it up the floor. Nice hustle by Sotnick as he goes sliding into the first row to knock that pass away.
And for that effort, for that hustle play, Nick Sotnick, the senior, gets a nice round of applause. Sometimes that can ignite your team, that type of energy. And that's what Wildwood needs right now to close this first half. They trail 27-21, 1:15 to play.
Varallo for 3. Got it from the left side. And Ocean City has its largest lead of the game at 9, 30-21. Will Long to the basket. Floater is good as Ocean City was a little late getting back defensively there.
Nice take that time by Will Long. Junior gets that running one-hander to go down.
Oh, Varallo, that's a travel right there that should have been called. He jump-stopped and then used a pivot foot. Here's Sacco to the lane, and he lays it up and in. The crowd wanted to walk on Sacco's move, but it was Varallo who walked before that. Here is Flanders to the basket. His floater's good. He may have gotten away with an offensive foul.
32-25, 28 seconds to go, first half. Ocean City on top.
Here's Keys, got it to Varallo. Bounced across to Sacco. Donahue over to Sacco, right side. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Varallo against Long. Well, Varallo is going to be guilty of a 5-second count. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The official continued to count. Varallo never picked it up.
And that's going to be the 10th turnover against the Red Raiders here, Brian, in the first half. Turnovers have really hurt Ocean City. Coach John
Wildwood with a
Bruno.
chance to get the last shot. Here's Flanders. Stops. Lost the handle. Sacco from half court. No good. So we'll go into the half with Wildwood trailing Ocean City 32-25. And we'll take a 4-minute timeout. Come back with the halftime report right after this on 98.7 The Coast. I feel real good about where you are in this game here because Luciano Lebrano, their leading scorer at just a shade under 21 points per game. He picked up 2 fouls less than 3 minutes into this game and sat the remainder of the first half, and Ocean City was actually able to turn a deficit into a lead that was as large as 9 points and is sitting at 7 here at the half. Here's your point totals. Luke Varallo, Luciano Keys, Andrew Donahue, each with 7 points. Tom Jamison with 5. Jake McQuarrie with 2 for Ocean City. And Lebrano with 0 points at the half, yet the Raiders still have a 7-point lead. For Wildwood, Kion Flanders with 13. Justin Soto with 6. Will Long with 4. Trayvon Young, who sat the entire second quarter with 2 fouls. He had 2 points in the opening quarter for Wildwood, and it's 32-25, Ocean City on top.
And Brian, you talk about, that first half and how fortunate, Ocean City is to be up 7 with Luciano Lebrano's foul problems. Take a look at this box score line. Not only has he not scored, he hasn't taken a shot, has not gotten a rebound. I mean, you're not going to see that type of line in a box score for Luciano Lebrano and Ocean City be up 7.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that John Bruno's plan was to keep Lebrano out of the game for the entire half, but with his team playing well without him on the floor and actually getting a lead and extending the lead, I'm sure he just felt, why put him in and risk the third foul when the other kids on the floor are playing so well?
Absolutely, and that's kind of what we were talking about. That's the chess match. As long as Wildwood didn't fall too far behind, Coach Scott McCracken, decided to keep Trayvon Young out, who also had 2 fouls. Now, in that first half, Ocean City, the Red Raiders as a team, they shot 11 for 20 from the floor. They were 9 for 16 inside the arc, 2 for 4 from beyond. So that's a pretty high percentage, 11 for 20 overall. They had 14 rebounds as a team, 12 defensive, 2 offensive. They were 8 of 11 from the foul line. However, what they did do, they turned the ball over 10 times. So the Red Raiders turned it over 10 times for Wildwood High. Wildwood High had a very difficult first half shooting the ball. They were 9 for 28 from the floor, 6 for 17 inside the arc, 3 for 11 from beyond. They had 11 rebounds as a team, 7 defensive, 4 offensive. They were 6 of 8 from the foul line, and the Warriors turned it over 6 times. Kion Flanders really struggled shooting the ball until the end of the second quarter when he got a couple of easy baskets in transition. And, for that first half, Brian, he was 3 for 15 from the foul line. From the floor.
All right, so 32-25, Ocean City on top here at the half. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with the start of the second half right after this on 98.7 The Coast. Buddy Tarbotten. 32-25, Ocean City leads Wildwood as we get set to start the second half. Wildwood will have possession. And the two players who were in foul trouble in that first half, Trayvon Young for Wildwood, Luciano Lebrano for Ocean City, will start the second half for their respective teams. Here's Flanders. If you're watching on Matt Ulmer's live stream, Wildwood with the ball moving from left to right across your computer screen or your phone, or if you have it hooked up to your TV or whatever. I'm sure Matt Ulmer has about 5 or 6 other ways you can watch this game too, and he's got 2 of each of those pieces of technology. Here's Soto down the lane, got it to Sotnick. He kicks it out to Young to the basket. Tough shot, good defense in there by Ocean City, and the shot rolls in and out. And here comes Macquarie for the Raiders. Up across the division line. Bounces to Donahue. Donahue forces his way in and lays it up and in.
Now that was strictly an athletic strength move by Andrew Donahue.
Flanders for 3, and that was deep, and he knocked it down.
Yeah, he shot that ball from Pacific Avenue.
Here's Macquarie for Ocean City. Kicks out, stolen away by Flanders. Flanders, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. Oh, and they're going to give it over to Ocean City. Oh, now actually the referee just pointed in the wrong direction. And they're going to give it to Wildwood. I thought that there could have been a foul there called on Lebrano. At the very least, they give the ball to the Warriors, and after the officials come together, they do. I believe the official was giving it to Wildwood, buddy, and he just pointed in the wrong direction.
Regardless, it made Coach Scott McCracken for the Warriors happy, and Coach John Bruno for Ocean City very unhappy.
Flanders for 3, it's no good. Here comes Keys for Ocean City to Varallo. Varallo to the basket, got it. Took some contact from Nick Sotnick, but was able to lay it up and in. Ocean City by 8, 36-28. Here's Flanders left side, hands off to Soto. Soto behind his screen. The top of the key, steps back, he fires a 3, that's short. Young, the offensive rebound. Driving baseline, layup. Oh, they call an offensive foul on that.
Wow, and that's going to be big. That is a big foul. 6:01 to go in the third quarter. And now Warrior coach Scott McCracken letting the officials know he is not happy. Trayvon Young picks up his 3rd.
Young's going to stay in the game. He's going to force a jump ball. He knocked the ball loose and then was able to dive in with Varallo. Yeah, I think Wildwood's in a situation where they kind of can't afford to have Young on the bench here, trailing by 8 with 5:45 to go third quarter. Varallo with it, trying to recognize Wildwood's defense. Comes into the front court, spins away from a double team, got it to Lebrano. High post pass to Donahue, back to Varallo. Oh, the layup's no good. Great offense there by Ocean City. And now we have a foul called on Varallo. They just couldn't get the bucket to go.
Yeah, they moved the ball well on that set, but as you said, Brian, Varallo just could not finish, couldn't get the layup to stay down.
Helm for 3, got it. Will Helm knocks down a 3, his first basket. And Wildwood's within 5 at 36-31. Donahue to Lebrano. Lebrano to the basket, layup is good. That is Luciano Lebrano's first field goal attempt and first basket at the 5:15 mark of the third quarter.
And there was no denying Lebrano on that drive to the basket. Nick Sotnick couldn't get there in time to stop him or try and take a charge.
Young to the basket. Young, and we have a foul called on Ocean City.
That foul is going to be whistled on Andrew Donahue. It's going to be his first, the second team foul against the Red Raiders. And that's a 50-50 type call.
Well, you know,
what he might have been guilty of.
Look at, we have benefited the replay here on Matt Ulmer's video, but I think really what happened here is Young was able to sidestep the contact with the shoulder into the torso a little bit, and I thought that maybe Donahue came in with the hips underneath and caused the blocking foul.
And he might have been a little too far under the basket as well, where it looked good, but fundamentally there were a couple of issues. And as you said, Young with athleticism.
Oh, he missed both foul shots, though. And now here is Keys running for Ocean City. Into the lane, sidesteps a man, finger rolls no good. Got his own rebound, goes out to Varallo, 17-footer is good. Luke Varallo in double figures with 11, and Ocean City matches its largest lead at 9. Trayvon Young down the lane, no good but a foul.
And I was just about to say, Brian, the sophomore Varallo is having himself a very nice game here this evening. But just like that, now he picks up his third personal foul, third team foul against Ocean City with 4:34 to go here in the third quarter. And Coach John Bruno gets a sub to the scorers table. Varallo is going to have to come out of the game.
Well, Young missed the first free throw. He's now missed 3 straight after making his first 2. And his second free throw is on the way, and that one's good. It's 40-32. Ocean City on top. They have the basketball. 4.5 to go. And here's a pass that's stolen away. It's loose, still on the floor. We have a jump ball. And the possession will go to Wildwood.
And there was 2 very hard-nosed players wrestling at half court, just inside of midcourt on the Wildwood side, and Nick Sotnick for the Warriors and Andrew Donahue for the Red Raiders.
That's 2 of the best football players in their respective schools.
And I don't think
that looked like 2 guys going for a fumble right there.
Yeah, they were going to have to pry that out of either one's hands.
And Trayvon Young did a good job of pulling a teammate away who kind of got involved there after the play, or wanted to get involved. There's a shot that was missed. Wildwood comes down with the rebound. Young has it stolen away by Lebrano. Now it's loose again, picked up by Wildwood, rejected by Lebrano, but a foul.
And Luciano Lebrano not happy. He thought he got all ball.
Well, it had to be contact on the body, because that was, that's a tough one there.
But more importantly, Brian, Lebrano now picks up his third personal foul. 3:57 to play here in the third quarter.
Flanders made 1. It's 40-33. Ocean City on top. Jamison lost the dribble. Pass tipped. Stolen away by Wildwood. Oh, Soto needed to grab that basketball. He tried to tip it ahead to Flanders, who had fallen down. And Soto needed to grab that. And Wildwood turns it right back over.
Yeah, that time he just was not aware that Flanders was actually on his back.
Keys center of the floor to Donahue. Got it to Jamison. To the basket. Layup is good. Ocean City can do that all day against this Wildwood press if they're patient enough.
Yeah, it's all about not dribble, but looking up and passing ahead.
Flanders, tough shot. Looked like he might have lost his balance. Sotnick the offensive rebound. Young to the basket, offensive foul. Andrew Donahue came in and took it, and that's Young's 4th. And he's got to come out.
Yes, he does, and that was an easy call. That time, Young just out of control going to the basket.
Center of the floor, Donahue right down the lane. Another layup is good.
What a ball fake by Andrew Donahue, the senior guard.
And now we have a blocking foul on Lebrano, and that's going to be his fourth. That happened right in front of our broadcast location here.
Now, Lebrano looked like he had good position on that end line, sideline, forcing Will Long to dribble out of bounds.
Flanders jumper's no good. Rebound to Helm. Left elbow jumper no good. Sotnick a rebound. Now it's Soto for three. That's no good. Sotnick another rebound. And I think Lebrano is going to be out of the game here. He's going to be called for holding Nick Sotnick on that rebound, and I think that's a pretty good call.
And
He's got Sotnick's left arm wrapped around his body as Sotnick was trying to corral that rebound.
And before Coach John Bruno could get a sub, he had one standing at the scorer's table, or I should say kneeling at the table to come in for Lebrano after he picked up that fourth. That's one of them times, Brian, as a coach, you probably need to call a timeout.
Well, actually, buddy, that's his. You might be right there. Here's another shot missed by Wildwood. Sotnick the rebound, got it to Young, and the layup is good. Timeout Wildwood, 2:38 to go third quarter. 44-35, Ocean City on top. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. (44-35). Ocean City on top of Wildwood, but Luciano Lebrano, who really only played about 8 or 9 minutes in this game, has fouled out already. Was in foul trouble from the start. Ocean City to inbound. Jamison having trouble, got it into Macquarie. Macquarie across the division line, dribbles around a double team, passes to Donahue, layup is good. Ocean City, if they're patient against this pressure, which they have been, they're just getting layup after layup after layup.
They're just great ball movement, great decision making, like I had said moments ago. Not over dribbling, passing ahead.
Flanders on the right side. Uses a ball screen from Sotnick, gets around a man, lost it. And now it's Ocean City running the other way. Here's Reed Carlin to the basket. His layup is good. Trayvon Young for Wildwood. They trail by 13. Young spins into the lane. Kicks it out. Here's Helm for the Warriors. Goes right side to Flanders. Flanders down the lane, and he is fouled by Macquarie. That's going to put Flanders on the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, and just like that, it's 17 fouls against the Red Raiders here in the third quarter, the second half. 1:47 to play in the third quarter. Ocean City on top, 48-35. Jake Macquarie picks up his third personal foul.
Flanders makes both free throws. It's 48-37 Ocean City. 1:47 to go third quarter. Here's Macquarie. Got it to Jamison. Swung right side to Keys. Dropped the ball momentarily. He's able to pick it right back up. And now Ocean City resets its offense with Macquarie. Macquarie goes right around a double team. Kicks in the corner. Jamison a jumper. It's good. I just don't understand why you would come double the ball in the middle of the floor when a player has his dribble. I mean, that was just easy pickings there for Ocean City to get a wide open jumper for Jamison.
Oh, and again, that's what Ocean City's just doing a very good job.
Here's Helm for three. That's an air ball. And the rebound comes down to Keys.
They're doing a good job, Brian, just picking apart this full court pressure that Wildwood's trying to put on them.
Keys drives along the baseline, tried to feather a pass inside. It got tipped away, back to Donahue. His floater's no good. Rebound is ripped out of there by Young, and Young is fouled by Carlin, and Young will walk down and shoot a 1-and-1.
44.7 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Ocean City on top, 50-37. Luciano Lebrano, the senior guard for the Red Raiders, their leading scorer, has fouled out.
Young knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1.
So Wildwood still has plenty of life left with a full quarter to play.
Second free throw's no good. It's 50-38. Ocean City on top. They have the basketball. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Carlin goes to Jamison. Jamison steps in, deep two, off the iron, no good. Rebound batted out long, and Jamison tracks it down in front of the Ocean City bench. Donahue goes over to Keys, and it looks like Ocean City wants to take the last shot with the possession arrow in its favor. Keys down the lane, kicks out. Three ball by Carlin is way short. Rebound will go off of Ocean City and out of bounds.
Yeah, that was definitely not the shot that Coach John Bruno would want his team to take. And he doesn't even have to say anything. He has his hands on his hips, and he's just staring at his Red Raider player that took that ill-advised shot.
Here's Flanders down the right side. Spins, 5 seconds to go in the period. Drives, off the glass and good. And Kion Flanders will beat the third quarter buzzer with a basket. And that'll cut Wildwood's deficit to 10. Close of three quarters, Ocean City 50, Wildwood 40. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Just a 30. Wildwood High, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 50-40. Ocean City leads Wildwood as we head into this fourth quarter.
And again, Brian, with the Warriors trailing by 10, a full quarter of basketball, 8 minutes left to play. Still plenty of time for Wildwood to get back into this game. But the Red Raiders, to their credit, against Wildwood's full court pressure, have done an outstanding job of not only breaking the press, but as you had called, getting great shots and great looks to finish off with easy baskets.
Here's Sacco into the game for Ocean City. Hands off to Carlin. Now it's Keys on the left side. Keys goes to Donahue. Donahue brings it back out between the two circles, guarded by Flanders. It's a tough matchup for Wildwood there. Ball's loose on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. Flanders was able to flick that away, cause the loose ball, and Wildwood on the alternating possession on the jump ball will get the basketball. Their first possession of the fourth quarter, trailing by 10.
And that's the 13th turnover against the Red Raiders, and that's what Wildwood's going to need to do. They got to turn them over and then take advantage and convert.
Flanders right side. Sidesteps a man. Couldn't get the shot to go. Carlin the rebound. Gets it to Sacco. Sacco up the left side. Double teamed on the wing. They reverse it nicely to Keys. Keys fakes a three. Backs it away. And he's bumped and fouled by Soto.
That's a tough foul, too. That is really a soft foul.
Well,
about 40 feet from the basket.
Yeah, and if you're Wildwood, you kind of have to know the fouls going into this quarter were 8-2 in your favor. You know, officials, it's human nature to try to even that up a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach John Bruno from Ocean City let him know
Keys
about
in the post to Donahue. Turns, fires, and scores. Andrew Donahue with 15.
Andrew Donahue having a very strong game tonight, the 6-foot senior.
Soto goes to Sotnick, left side to Flanders. Flanders a deep three, got it. He's got 24. That's his third three-pointer of the game. 52-43, it's a 9-point advantage for Ocean City. They have the basketball. Luke Ferrallo, stolen away by Sotnick. Sotnick to the basket. No good, and that was really an awkward attempt. Good hustle by Donahue to come back and bother the shot. Here's Keys to the basket. His layup is good. That's a big turn of events there for both teams.
Absolutely.
Flanders into the paint. Floater is good. Ocean City still by 9. Wildwood can't get the stops required really to get back into this game.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. They have got to get some stops. But to Ocean City's credit, they're just really playing a strong half-court
Sacco
game.
for 3, no good. Weak side rebound, Donahue bulls his way to the basket and lays it in. Here's Flanders for Wildwood. Fakes a 3, drives, is fouled. And he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. (56-45), Ocean City on top, 5:27 to go in the game.
That foul is going to be on the sophomore guard for the Red Raiders, Joey Sacco. That's his first, team's 9th. As Brian said, Kion Flanders at the line for a 1-and-1. Wildwood trailing by 11.
No good on the free throw. Rebound brought down by Luke Keys. Flips it over to Donahue. Donahue stops, fires a deep 2, no good. Rebound Young for Wildwood. Young pushing. Young, center of the floor, tries to go around the man. Wild shots, no good. Wildwood the offensive rebound, and now Andrew Donahue is injured. And we'll have a delay here as the trainer comes out onto the floor to tend to Andrew Donahue. And with Ocean City ahead by 11, 5:09 to go in the fourth quarter. And it looks like Donahue is good to get up. He will have to come out of the game.
Came down hard on that contact.
You know, I wonder, buddy, if a player from Wildwood maybe stepped on his knee. I mean, he fell to the floor with a lot of traffic in that area. Oh, but nonetheless, Andrew Donahue's got to go out of the game here, at least momentarily. Hopefully he's okay. Flanders in the backcourt for the Warriors. Top of the key area, steps back, fires a 3, got it. Flanders starting to heat up in this fourth quarter. He's got 8 in the period, 29 for the game.
And he pulls the Warriors to within 8, 56-48.
And Ocean City does not have the services of its 2 leading scorers. Here's a steal by Soto, layup, no good. Rebound comes down the helm, hands off to Young. Young down the lane, layup, no good but a foul. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And again, Wildwood getting a big turnover against the Red Raiders. Young drawing the contact from Reed Carlin. Carlin picks up his second.
Young has not been good from the free throw line here tonight. He makes the first. He has 7 points in the game. He is 5 for 9 from the foul line.
Wow.
And now we have a violation on Wildwood on the free throw. Second free throw, I should say. So Young only makes 1 there. And now it's 56-49, 4.5 to go. Varallo over to Macquarie. Macquarie in the corner, backs away to beat the pressure. High post pass to Donahue, does come back in. His pass is stolen though. And here's Trayvon Young running. Young down the lane, layup, got it, and a foul.
Wow, that was big. That was big for the Warriors. And that foul is on Luke Varallo. His 4th, Brian. And now Young going to the line with an opportunity for the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
And the free throw is good. And now Young in double figures with 10. And this is as close as Wildwood has been in quite a long time, early stages of the second quarter. Ocean City by 4. Donahue down the lane, and he lays it up and in. Donahue taking over this game for Ocean City in the second half. Here's Flanders. Behind the back dribble, into the lane. Passes nicely, offensive foul. Donahue took the offensive foul. Sotnick was going to have a wide open layup there.
And again, Brian, as you said, Andrew Donahue is doing a little bit of everything here tonight. The senior is really stepping his game up with Lebrano fouling out in that third quarter. Rebounding-wise, he's got 10. He has a double-double. He's doing it on the defensive end, as evidenced by that charge, and the offensive end.
Donahue, center of the floor, got it to Varallo, no good on the layup. Here's Flanders with the rebound. Flanders against Donahue, comes up across the timeline, stops, will pop for 3. Bang! Flanders with 32 and brings Wildwood within 3. With 3:25 to go in the basketball game.
And that's what shooters do.
I think Keys just got away with a walk in the backcourt. Here's Jamison to Varallo for 3. That's in and out. Tipped up and in by Donahue. Timeout, Ocean City. Boy, and Donahue was way up in the air to tip that ball in. Ocean City goes back up by 5, 60-55. 3:13 left in the game. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. All right, back at Wildwood, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbotten, and Wildwood trailed by as many as 12 points in this second half, and they've cut the Ocean City lead to 5. Actually, they had it to 3. An amazing tip-in by Andrew Donahue, who got way up above the rim to tip that in on the last possession for Ocean City. And now it's Wildwood trailing by 5 as the clock approaches 3 minutes. Warriors with the ball. Here's Young. Young forces his way into the lane and got it out to Sotnick as he got trapped in a bad spot. Here's Soto, top of the key, goes to Young. Young working against Macquarie. Now it's Soto. Soto to Sotnick. Sotnick over to Young. Young driving, and that's a blocking foul on Donahue. And that's going to send Young to the line for 2 shots.
And more importantly, when you're trailing, especially late in the game, Young goes to the line with the opportunity to put points on the board, and the clock is stopped. And now everybody on the Warrior side can take a little bit of a breath because they really got to crank it up on the defensive end to try and get another stop, whereas Ocean City just needs to continue what they're doing.
So 2 for Trayvon Young. He makes the first. He now has 11 in the game.
You know, Brian, we talk about shooters shoot. They don't really have a conscience. If you're a good shooter, you got to be able to shake off when you're not having a good night. Keon.
Oh, the rebound by Wildwood on the missed free throw. Flanders a deep 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Keys. Ocean City by 4, 2:27 to go. Varallo left side. Warrior fans wanted a walk, didn't get it. Keys back to Varallo, baseline drive, got it to Keys, layup, no good but a foul. And Luke Keys will go to the line for 2 shots.
Brian, where I was going with that, up until the fourth quarter, Flanders was 6 of 21 from the floor. Up until that miss right there, he was 4 for 5 here in the fourth quarter. He had made 3 straight threes to pull his team back to within, at that point, was 4 points on the first free throw make. As Keys makes the first free throw. And the second for the Red Raiders.
And it's Ocean City by 6, 62-56, 2:10 to play in the game. Flanders goes right side to Young. Young holds, goes to Helm. Helm left side to Flanders. Flanders driving to the basket, layup is good. At the 2-minute mark, and it's 62-58. Macquarie lost the dribble in a tough spot, lobs it in the corner to Varallo, around the man, layup's no good. Donahue cleans it up and lays it in.
Who else? Who else but the 6-foot senior?
Flanders kicks.
And if that's on number 24, Varallo, that's going to be his 5th, Brian. And it is. So he will be the second Red Raider to foul out of this game.
You know, you look at it, buddy, when Wildwood trying to make this comeback here, you know, they get missed shots from Ocean City. And Donahue has 2 tip-in, well, 1 tip-in and then 1 follow for a layup to get baskets there for Ocean City, and those were huge, huge plays. Varallo did foul out, and Sacco comes back in for him.
Donahue has 12 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds in this quarter.
Oh, and Flanders misses the first foul shot.
And as you said, 2 of those offensive rebounds have resulted in 4 huge points.
And he makes the second. Wildwood will call a timeout. 1:35 to go, 64-59, Ocean City on top. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. (64-59), 1:35 to go. Ocean City to inbound the ball. Having some trouble. They finally get it into Macquarie. Here's Sacco, center of the floor. Sacco flips it up to Keys. Keys backs away. Sacco again. Ocean City by 5 with 1:20 to go. In the corner. Back to Sacco. Wildwood's got to take a foul. They still have 1 to give. 1:15 to go. Here is Macquarie. Macquarie lost the dribble, got it over to Sacco. Sacco is fouled finally by Soto. And that's the foul that Wildwood had to give.
Well, they took 28 seconds off the clock, did Ocean City. That's a lot of time.
And now Ocean City will take a full timeout. Full timeout on the floor, 64-59. Raiders on top of Wildwood, 1:07 to go in the fourth. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. 64-59. Ocean City on top. Out of this timeout, they'll have possession on the sideline. Right next to our broadcast location. So close that Joey Sacco could ask Buddy Tarbotton for his autograph, or vice versa. Sacco to inbound, got it in the backcourt to Macquarie. Macquarie across the division line. They double him. He's in trouble. Got it to Donahue. Now it's Jamison. Wildwood needs the foul here. They get it down low to Keys. Keys out to Macquarie. Macquarie's pass tipped. Stolen away by Sotnick. Sotnick lost the handle, tipped it. Here's Flanders for three. Short. Well, that would have been a big one. Rebound by Jamison. And Sacco has it ahead of the pack. Wait, Wildwood's got a foul here. Sacco flips it over to Jamison. Sacco with it. Now back to Macquarie. To Sacco again, and he's fouled. And Sotnick is fortunate that that's not an intentional foul.
Absolutely. And
Sacco is 2 for 2 from the line in this game.
Wildwood really let a lot of time come off the clock before they were able to get to somebody and foul.
23 seconds left, Ocean City by 5. It's a 1-and-1 for Joey Sacco. No good. Rebound, loose. And Sacco came out of there with it, and Donahue was the one that kept it alive. And now Keys is fouled by Wilhelm. And Keys will go to the line. Well, Donahue won't be credited with that rebound, but he's the one who made it happen for Ocean City. You know, I don't know who jumps better, Andrew Donahue or Trayvon Young, but Donahue has about 5 inches on Young, so that makes a huge difference. Keys rattles home the first free throw. He'll get another. And this second one here can pretty much ice it, would make it a 3-possession game with 19 seconds left.
Yeah, it's a big one right here for the Red Raiders.
That's short. Donahue the rebound, and he's fouled. And they're going to give him 2 shots. He was on his way up.
And again, Andrew Donahue is just really, really stood up with his fellow senior Luciano Lebrano fouling out midway through that third quarter, Brian, and played some big minutes and made some very big plays.
Donahue makes both. And now here's Helm. Got it up to Soto. Soto hands back to Flanders. Flanders around a double team, offensive foul. Oh no, they're going to call a blocking foul on Donahue. And Flanders will go to the line.
8.3 seconds. I think that was a situational foul, where the situation was the game's decided. It's easier to call a block and not hear any complaining from the home crowd or coach.
First free throw was no good. They were going to take it away anyway as Flanders had stepped over the line. He makes the second. He has 36 in the game, but Ocean City's going to win it. And we have a foul on Wildwood here with 5 seconds to go. And Jamison will walk down and shoot free throws. And he can go into double figures here. He gets 2 shots. It's double bonus time. He has 9 points in the game.
(67-60), Ocean City on top.
Jamison makes the free throw. And the second one is also good. Jamison with 11 points. Flanders pushing for Wildwood. This is all academic. He gets to the basket, lays it in as the buzzer sounds. And he'll finish with 38 points in this game, but Ocean City wins it, 69-62. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Come back and wrap this one up for you right here on 98.7 The Coast. Wildwood trailed by as many as 12 points and cut Ocean City's lead to 3. And the Raiders, without the services of Luciano Lebrano, their leading scorer, who only played about 9 minutes of game time tonight due to foul trouble, and then he eventually fouled out. But Andrew Donahue, a career high, 25 points and 13 rebounds, and he had a couple of huge rebounds in the fourth quarter to really lead Ocean City to that win. And he leads 4 players in double figures for the Raiders. Luciano Keys with 12, Luke Varallo with 11, Tom Jamison with 11 for Ocean City. Also scoring Jake McQuarrie, Reed Carlin, and Luciano Lebrano, who had been averaging 21 points, gets only 2 tonight. And for Wildwood, Kion Flanders with 38. And he had 25 of them in the second half. Trayvon Young with 11, Justin Soto with 6, 4 for Will Long, 3 for Will Helm. And both teams moved to 15 and 6. Wildwood has a rather significant winning streak snapped. They had won, I believe it was 13 straight games coming into this one. And Ocean City stops a modest 2-game losing streak. So ended up as a pretty good game here in Wildwood. We expected it. And buddy, just a tremendous effort by Andrew Donahue. He made all the plays down the stretch.
Well, and Brian, with Lebrano fouling out, somebody needed to step up. And the fellow senior, Donahue, was able to rise to the task. As you said, he had a very, very impressive game. He finishes with 13 rebounds. But what doesn't show up in the box score is the time those rebounds are taken. He had 4 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. He had 5 total of his 13 in the fourth quarter. And when he had 4 offensive rebounds, 3 of those offensive rebounds led directly to 6 points. And that was when Wildwood was making their run. When Wildwood was trying to get within, they had the game down to 4. Then they would get it down to 5. They couldn't get it closer than 4 when Ocean City would miss, whether it be from the foul line or from a jump shot. Donahue was there to gather, to pick it up, and put it back in the basket. And they were huge second opportunities for the Red Raiders. So you're talking, just an unbelievable effort from the senior. And Flanders, for Kion, he shot 6 for 21 from the floor through 3 quarters. But what do shooters do? Shooters continue to shoot. He finished 13 for 30 from the floor. So in that final period, he shot 7 for 9, right, which is pretty damn impressive. And he knocked down 3 consecutive threes that really pulled his team back to within striking distance. And he was also 3 of 5 from the foul. He was 2 of 5 from the foul line, which they need him, which he normally does, is to shoot better free throws, especially in the fourth quarter. What I was looking at was Trayvon Young was 3 for 5. So the 2 the two seniors were 5 for 10 in the fourth quarter. You throw that into, they came up short and weren't able to get over the hump when they got to within 4. And right there, you can point to that.
All right, so Ocean City wins it 69-62 over Wildwood. Andrew Donahue, a career-high 25 points, also had 13 rebounds, and he had 18 of those points in the second half to lead Ocean City. Kion Flanders with 38 in the loss. That'll do it for Norm back at the studio, for Matt Ulmer on the video, for Tom Williams for providing us all the stats for Ocean City High School. My partner, Buddy Tarbot, and I'm Brian Kniff. Thanks for joining us. This has been high school basketball on 98.7 The Coast.